Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. I'm Mindy, this is See Mindy Mom, and today I have a grocery haul and meal plan to share with you, but it's something new that I haven't tried before. I'm hoping this turns into a recurring series on my channel where once a month I challenge myself to do a budget grocery haul and meal plan, and for my family of 5, I'm trying to stay at or under $70 for a week of meals and groceries, so stay tuned. They're all laid out. I did a Walmart grocery pickup, which is pretty typical around here for the summer. I've been doing that all summer because number 1, we've been super busy and it's very convenient. And number 2, I've been recovering from surgery and I'm not allowed to lift very much, so it's just really nice to have somebody else put all the groceries into the car for me. But this week I thought I would challenge myself with something new. I really wanted to get a hold of our grocery budget, and it would help us out immensely if I have a week every month wherever I just kind of cut back a little bit. But a few caveats on this. Couple of disclaimers, if you will. First of all, I do have some pantry and refrigerator staples on hand. I'm talking about, your basic spices and condiments that are in your refrigerator, flour, sugar, that kind of stuff. Cooking oils. Those are things that I routinely have on hand and that I didn't really need to buy. If you are just starting out, like maybe you have just moved, or maybe you've got your first house or your first apartment, you're probably going to have to raise your grocery budget the first couple of times just so you can stock up on some of those staples. That being said, I don't have a huge stockpile of stuff to draw from. I don't have a pantry full of canned goods and non-perishables that I could use to make meals. I don't have a refrigerator or a freezer full of freezer meals or meats. In fact, I don't have any meat until I went and picked up my groceries. So 90% of what I need for my family to eat 5 dinners this week and breakfast and lunches and snacks for the kids and I for all 7 days, I needed to purchase. I did have a couple of things on hand that I'm going to use. I'll go ahead and insert a picture now, just some basic stuff like peanut butter, and I had a few tortillas. But for the most part, I needed to buy the things that we are going to eat this week. Secondly, we are a family that likes our fruits and vegetables, and we like our meat and our dairy. And so this is not going to be one of those frugal meal plans that's just potatoes 1,000 ways, or let's throw pasta and rice into everything. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I know that there are times whenever we all need to do that in order to stretch our grocery budget, but I bought foods that we would normally eat, and I'm actually even trying a couple of new recipes. And all of our dinners include meat, and most of them have fruits and vegetables with them as well. And so I like to think that these are still meal plans that are nutritious and that are going to be really tasty, and hopefully you will enjoy them as well. To feed my family for a week, I need to make 5 dinners. I usually plan to cook 5 nights a week because a couple nights a week we're either eating leftovers or we get takeout or we eat out or something like that. And so usually just making 5 dinners is enough for us. But breakfast, lunches, and snacks, my 3 children and myself were usually eating those at home or from home. And so I needed to have items for those meals as well. So let me show you what I got, and then I'll give you just kind of a brief rundown of what I plan to make with these items, and then watch for my What's for Dinner video that goes up at the end of the week so that you can see some of the dinners that I'm making, including some new recipes that I'm trying out this week with What You See. Okay, here is what it looks like, you guys. Here is my Walmart grocery pickup haul. This was a really good way for me to do this week because as I put things into my cart online, I can see what my total is, and I can adjust things or swap things out, or have a second thought about something that I put in that cart, or go find another brand. So it was really easy for me to kind of guess what the total was going to be as I was shopping. So starting with our produce over here, I have 5 ears of corn, and I was kind of surprised that this was sort of expensive. It was 40 cents an ear. I don't know if that's just an online price, if it would have been that price in our store, because sweet corn is in season around here, and it's been like 15 cents an ear or something. Some mandarin oranges, some little cuties, some bananas, a squash and a zucchini and some carrots, some onions, some blueberries, some milk. I have some sour cream, and I have some of these cheese slices. Yes, I know these are processed, but I actually think these are the best when making burgers, which is one of the things that we're going to have this week. We're going to have hamburgers. 2 different kinds of cheese. This is an Italian style cheese. This is a Monterey Jack. My kids love these yogurt tubes. These are the Walmart brand. They're not expensive. They're great for lunches. They're great for snacks. They're great for breakfast. And they're actually lower in sugar than typical just yogurt, little yogurt cups. I think they have 9 grams of sugar per, yes, 8 grams. Only 5 grams of added sugars, which is pretty good when it comes to yogurt. These were a request for my son. I don't normally get these, but the kids do have to pack their lunch one day next week for day camp. And so they all wanted these little pepperoni pizza Lunchable thingies. And they can add some fruit and stuff for their lunch for that. Some chive and onion cream cheese spread. That's for a recipe I'm trying this week. Some turkey. Some spread butter. We have stick butter. We just didn't have spread butter. Some cereal. This has been on rollback. The 10-ounce multi-meal cereals have only been like 83 cents, so I keep picking it up. Some egg noodles, 2 boxes of blueberry muffins, some shells and cheese. My younger daughter requested this. She asks for this every time I go to the grocery store, so I thought I'd just buy 1 box for some lunch this week. My husband requested regular coffee, not my girly flavored coffee. Some white cheddar cheese crackers. These to me taste just like the name brand, the Cheez-Its. The kids like these for lunch and for snacks. Coming around here, a few frozen items. I have some tortellini here. I have 2 bags of steam in the bag broccoli florets. Always make sure you get the florets. I mean, I guess you can have the cut broccoli if you like it, but obviously I like the florets. A 3-pound bag of chicken breast. I have some sausage. This was a substitution. I ordered the Great Value, but I guess they were out of it, and so they gave me the Johnsonville instead, which is fine. And it's not smoked sausage, sorry, it's Italian sausage. The butter was the same way. I ordered the Great Value butter spread. They gave me the Land O'Lakes, so I'm fine with that. Also, the lunch meat was the other substitution. Great Value brand, but they didn't have it, so Deli Fresh. In fact, the girl who was loading my groceries was like, well, we upgraded half your stuff because we didn't have our own brand, which is fine. A dozen eggs, some 85-15 ground beef, a pound of that, and some turkey smoked sausage. You guys know how much we like these. I have these in almost every grocery haul. Some chicken broth, some petite diced tomatoes, a can of condensed tomato soup, a can of green chilies, some applesauce. Did I mention milk? If I didn't, there's the milk. And some hamburger buns, and then a loaf of bread. And that is what my near $70 grocery haul got me. I'll tell you what the final tally was here in just a minute, but let me show you what my plan is for this week and how I'm going to use all of this to feed our family for a week. So here's my meal planner, and what I did for this week, I knew that I needed to make about 5 dinners, and so I have them listed here, and then I have just some ideas for breakfasts and lunches, and then snacks also can come from these options as well. I'm making some sour cream chicken enchiladas. That's a recipe I've made before, and I'm going to try a new recipe for a white sauce that is supposedly really good on a pizza, so I'm going to make a chicken pizza with that. I'm going to use that chicken that I bought and shred it up. I am going to serve both of those with broccoli. We're going to make burgers one night, and we'll roast some veggies and have the corn on the cob as well on the grill. I'm trying a new recipe that's with the smoked sausage and the egg noodles, so we'll see how that turns out. And then I'm also doing a tortellini soup with those tortellinis and the Italian sausage. Ideas for breakfast: toast, cereal, we'll make up those muffins. We have fruit, we have yogurt. For lunches, the kids have those lunch kits, and we have some shells and cheese. That's 2 days worth of lunches. And then we typically have leftovers, or we have sandwiches, we have yogurt, we have fruit. I mean, there's usually just all kinds of options. And then of course, we can make our snacks from this stuff as well. So hopefully that is going to feed us for the week, and we'll just see how it all turns out. Okay, you guys, so here's the final numbers breakdown. I actually came in just over $70 with tax. I think I paid about $74.46 or something like that for all of these groceries, but that included almost $6 worth of tax, because in Oklahoma we have tax on groceries. I think some states don't have that, but in Oklahoma we do. So I spent less than $70 before tax. I spent a little bit over $70 after tax. I think that's still pretty good for a week's worth of groceries for a family of 5. I'm really interested to see how this turns out and to see if we can stretch this across a week of meals. And I really hope that this turns into something I can challenge myself to do each month. I'm hoping that I can rotate the stores, that I can do 1 month a grocery budget week from Aldi and maybe one from Target another week, and just come up with meal plans and groceries that I can purchase at lots of different places that would make it possible for my family to eat for a week for $70. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Like I said before, be sure to check out my What's for Dinner video, which will come out at the end of the week, so that you can see how some of these recipes turn out, and be sure to check in with me next time. I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how you're saving on groceries, and let me know some your favorite budget-friendly meals. You'd be helping me, and you might be helping somebody else out there in the comment section who is reading. Thanks so much. See you guys again really soon. Bye-bye.